YouTube, what is up? So the good folks over at Benks sent me over their ArmorPro Prestige Case for my iPhone 16 Pro Max to check out. Now, Benks, they always put out solid cases. You know, they've got the Kevlar aramid fiber, and you know, it's got MagSafe, and this one's got all the way around protection. With this edition, the Prestige edition, they've covered the capture control button, so it's not a cutout. So they have a capacitive button that we're going to have to check out. Now, and speaking of checking things out, hey, why don't you sub to my channel and hit that bell notification so you can always check out when I publish a video. That sounds good. So, guys, what do you say? Let's get into this case. All right. So, I have got the ArmorPro Prestige with built-in DuPont Kevlar. The aramid fiber weaving, protection, which is really nice. It's magnetic, so it's good with MagSafe. And of course, this is for my iPhone 16 Pro Max. So, yeah, let's pop this thing open. Popping it. See? Benks protective case. And there is a lot of stuff that I don't know, but I'm thinking that this is just the same thing down here. So what do we got to do? Pop this thing open. Where at? Down here, I'm thinking something like this or something like that. Just rip it, smack it, flip it, pull it out. Oh, there we go. There we go. And safety first. Woohoo! All right, so there's that, and here we are out of, let's get this thing out of the case out of the box, and there's some instructions on how to put it in.
Hold up.
But I'll show you that. Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let me get off the little taggy here, so you know it's brand new, and they got these little tags on them. So there you go. It only comes in the one color, I believe, but I dig the earth tony blended. Of course, they've got that weaving happening because this is Kevlar and TPU weaved together, to give it a little bit of flex. And, it's got a nice metal camera guard. That doesn't, I don't know what kind of, that's an alloy metal, but that's a nice metal with a little bit of branding through here. And of course you've got your buttons and, cutouts all the way around protection. And there's that capture capacitive button, which is nice and flush. I kind of like that. And then of course you've got your MagSafe ring here with a little bit of Kevlar branding. And then of course the Benks branding, if I didn't already say. Benks! So what do you say? Let's go ahead and let's weigh this case. It feels pretty light. All right, see how much this weighs in grams. 39 grams. That's pretty good for a aramid fiber Kevlar case. Go ahead and put the Prestige onto my iPhone 16 Pro Max. You want to do volume rocker sides first. And try not to wake Siri. That's the game. Try not to wake her. Don't wake her up. She's still not that good.
So
it pops in nicely, and it comes out, a little bit of effort, but it's not too terrible. So actually, it pops in there good. The sides, aren't trying to pop out or anything. So nice and solid. Now the feel in the hand, it feels good. In the hand, there's no sharp, edges or anything when you're holding it. It doesn't feel like, it's adding that much bulk to your phone. Now, on the sides here, there's a little bit of texture that you can kind of, when you rub your finger across it, you can feel. However, it is still a little bit on the slippery side. And let's go ahead and let's check. Any back tap? Back tap works good. So let's go ahead and take a quick look around the case here. So you've got your metal camera ring there, which is very nice. I kind of like that they went with the like a shinier silver, you know, kind of break it up, give it a little bit of pop to it. Pop, pop! And then you have your volume up and down metal buttons, and then your action button with the little orange accent, kind of like the Ultra. Watch Ultra? No, I used to have one. What's that big old watch that Apple makes? That one with the little action button and the accent. So anyways, the other side, you know, you got your sleep to wake, which is a metal button, and then the camera control button, which is nice and flush. There is actually a little bit of an indentation there, but I do like how it doesn't, you know, stick up or cut out. And then of course you have your precise cutouts here, you know, nice size port for third-party USB-C connections. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at that camera control. So I got the camera control going here. Let's get Yoda. Hey Yoda. So how are we looking here on the camera control? Oh yeah. That's nice. No real stutter or anything like that. Double tap and swipe to change your styles or exposure or your zoom, and then you can zoom in, out, and then take your picture. Yeah, it's a nice job on that button. So how about the other buttons here? So we got the volume up and down, works well. The action button also works well, and of course the sleep to wake. And how clicky. Nice clicky. Tactile. I've always liked their buttons because they're like independent metal buttons, you know, and they have a good, you know, cover. They're covered on the inside, so they're not gonna, you know, mess up your phone or anything like that. You know, Benks has always had really great buttons, nice and clicky and tactile. Let's go ahead and check the fit around the screen here. So what do we got here on the sides? Push too hard. Yeah, that's not much give whatsoever on the sides here, and especially because, you know, with the cutout you get a lot of give. Not here. That's good and it's good and stiff. Well, especially down here because there's no buttons. But along the buttons, this one comes out a little bit, but it does snap right back. How about up top? Nice and stiff, and down here on the bottom comes out a little bit, but it pops right back in there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the screen protection. Now the screen protection, since this is a, you know, a minimal case, the screen protection lip is minimal as well. Now I do have a screen protector, and it's not interfering with that screen protector whatsoever. So, you know, just be careful when you go, you know, just know when you set it down that it's a minimal case. Now looking at the camera protection, you know, it's probably just as, you know, just like right there. Not that big of a, I don't know, length, depth, whatever. A minimalistic case, you know, personally, I wouldn't mind just another centimeter, half a centimeter on each side, just to give it, you know, just a little bit more. So I got my magnet paper here, and, you know, generally, Benks usually has, you know, pretty decent MagSafe. You know, they got a nice ring here. They got a good size dewdrop here. They do have some bleed here off to the side, but of course we have to see, does it charge, and do a little shake test. So I've got my 160 gram weighted charger here, and let's go ahead and see if it charges. And it charges. Let's get a look at that dewdrop. Let's see what kind of resistance. Not a lot. Not a lot of resistance. It's, you know, the magnets are pushing, you know, you can hear that click, but there's not a lot of resistance. Let's go ahead and let's shake it out and see what happens here. So I got, what do we got here? Light, medium. See, it's starting to wiggle in the butt. wiggle in the butt.
That is amazingly funny.
You know, a little bit, you know, stronger magnets down there wouldn't be too bad. So shaking it, got the medium. Yeah, about medium shakeage. Let's try that again. Yeah, you get about medium shakeage, which, you know, isn't too terribly bad. That could always be just a tinge stronger, I think. But let's go ahead and try a magnetic wallet. All right, so I've got my Andar wallet here, magnetic wallet. And so what do we got here on the dewdrop? Yeah, you feel resistance, but I think that's more of the Kevlar and the leather from the case, you know, kind of rubbing up against each other.
Wait a minute!
So let's go ahead and let's see. But you know, you can get some good shake out of it. Doesn't seem to want to wiggle in the butt that much either. Sometimes you get some wiggle in the butt, but there's some pretty decent resistance there. So yeah, that's not too bad. If you've got a magnetic wallet, you should be good. But let's say that you happen to be in the market for a nice full-grain waxed leather case for your iPhone 16 Pro or Pro Max. I got a video right here of the Andar Aspen. Those are some really, really good leather cases. That's where they also have the leather wallets too. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Peace and love.